so much while I was over there. And the whole neoprene thing, how they have it in their contract. So when they sign up with the WSL, that stipulates that it's like a percentage points kind of system. So it's like, I think it's the less they wear, like a certain percentage, so the less that they have on their body at that time of their heat, the higher percentage points they get for their scores.
So the less neoprene,
Yeah.
the more points.
More points, yeah.
So when you sign up, you're going to wear a wetsuit. You have to wear some neoprene on this event. Because
No, you don't. No, you don't have to wear any neoprene. So that's what they're incentivizing, is that they want the surfers to be wearing less neoprene and more, like obviously for the women bikinis.
Yeah, okay.
G-strings and what have you. And for the men, board shorts. You know,
Okay.
just so because neoprene kind of hides a lot of the body's curves.
Oh, so like G-string points.
Well, not necessarily G-string
Bikini
points.
bottoms points.
Bikini points. Like the surfers call it bikini points.
Bikini points.
It's yeah. I mean, at first I thought it was quite backward a little bit, but I understand the effectiveness of it because they say sex sells.
Yeah,
And like,
it really
even
does.
if you're a professional surf league, you want that. You want to leverage off that because in professional surfing they have a lot of extremely attractive people competing.
Yeah.
You know, these are elite athletes with these toned figures, and they want to show those figures off more. So that's why they put it in the contracts.
Well, for a long time, throughout history of surfing, sex and surfing have been, very close.
Oh, very close.
So,
yeah. I mean,
I'm not surprised.
Sex wax.
Sex wax.
Yeah, says it all.
Exactly. And Mrs. Palmer and her 5 daughters, just to stay on that. Sticky
That's,
Johnson.
That's
all
alluding
3
to masturbatory activity.
Yeah, all 3 of the waxes, major waxes around the world, best waxes, Sticky Johnson, have dick references.
Yeah, but see, that was the most interesting thing, to actually be there and witness it in like the competitive arena, professional surfing. So that was one of the things that I took away from being over watching a WSL event, was that they actually have that in their contracts. Like, the less neoprene they wear, the higher percentage their points will be. So,
were you sitting there looking through contracts with some of the people?
No, this is just from what I heard from
conversation.
Well, not the athletes themselves, but just a few people that were there.
We're discussing this.
That I was drinking with heavily, and they were telling me that they had heard it from other people that said someone had said that to them. So, I mean, that's good enough for me.
Oh, so, were you guys just sort of at the leaner drinking, watching the event, and I guess yourself commenting on what the woman primarily were wearing?
Yeah, but basically, we were just noticing that there wasn't a lot of neoprene being worn. I mean, the water was 25 degrees, so I mean you got to take that into account as well. What
I'm trying to work out whether these bikini points are real, or whether you guys were just on the piss being pests.
Well, no. Well, they weren't they are real. Whether or not we.
So there was a correlation between the G-banger rider and her points. She was wearing a G-banger. She'd score like. We
scored
8.
her more points.
You scored
her
more points.
I mean, but that's that's the thing that I've noticed as well in these events. More so just myself and my friends watching them, is that there's a correlation between people that are more attractive and higher scores. Yeah. And
sexy people seem to be good at stuff, though, man. Look around, Yeah,
but do you think
Ed Sheeran?
He's not attractive at all.
He's hot to some people.
I guess he is. He does have sex appeal.
He has that look in his eyes. He's got long eyelashes. They're blue. That red hairlines is sort of masculine but soft and cute jaw. I'd fucking have a crack at Ed Sheeran if I was LGBTQI.
There are literally thousands of other examples that you could have used apart from Ed Sheeran.
What, like Thor?
Yeah, Thor. Yeah.
Snore.
Chris Hemsworth. Have you seen? He's hot as shit, and he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
But the question is, if he wasn't as attractive, would he be as successful?
No.
The answer to that is no.
Yeah.
So,
true.
To summarize, attractive people they are more successful in whatever it is. Athletics?
Yeah.
Because like I said, especially in a sport like surfing where it is subjective, it's upon the judges to score these surfers. And if there's a surfer out there who is more attractive they have good sponsorship deals, and they have those good sponsorship deals because they are attractive.
Because they're hot.
Yeah, and their sponsors want to push them in marketing campaigns and what have you.
Sexy
and the
people do
judges
better.
see this. The judges see this, so subconsciously it's already in there. They already know the profile of this surfer, and because they are an attractive person, so it's almost subconsciously they're going to score them a little bit higher because they want to push them through.
So if you're wearing a bikini and you're good looking, you're going to do well in surfing.
You are going to do well.
Competitive surfing.
Yeah. You look how well Michelle Perez did on the tour.
Yeah, what was she wearing?
That's a guy. That's a man. But he did extremely well because he was a very handsome dude. You know, he was like a...
What was he wearing?
He didn't wear a lot most of the time.
Head
off for spring suits. Head off for spring suits when everyone else, like at Jeffreys Bay or somewhere like that. So
okay.
Yeah.
Does anyone ever surf in speedos? In the undies?
Jamie O'Brien does it for like classic gag lols.
Yeah, nice. He's the vlogger, eh?
Yeah, he's the vlog guy. So he does it for classic gag lols.
J-O-B.
Yeah, he did it. He actually surfed an event in speedos at Pipeline. And he did it in one of his vlogs, and he was going around and asking everyone, like, "Hey, what do you think about my underwear that I'm wearing?" Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. I watched it, and I mean, I didn't laugh, but like I understood the humor that he was going for. So I thought that it was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not confident enough to wear speedos.
I'm not gonna do it.
No,
like I mean,
you gotta have a really big
enough.
piece, and my body doesn't around the stomach and that. It doesn't look good.
I just think I'd look like a fucking idiot. And mainly, I got real pasty white thighs.
Yeah.
But I guess that's the only way you can turn your pasty white thighs into beautiful tanned thighs.
Yeah, I try and tell myself things like it's just they're nice slates of marble, you know, or something like that, where you just say it in a positive way rather than like that dirty pasty white thighs. Look at these beautiful
slates of marble.
Slates of marble.
Oh,
yeah.
Like with the veins are like the
yeah, down the
see
thigh.
what you're going for there.
Yep. Okay. So
but yeah, hey, good to be back. Podcast. Right. Haven't done one of these in quite a while. Mainly because we've both been struck down with COVID.
I've had COVID. I'm on day 8.
I'm on day 68.
68.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's day 69.
Day 69 tomorrow. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
They say that if you're still feeling symptomatic on day 69, you should have a lie down.
A 69er.
Yeah, and just lie down. No, but I'm not symptomatic. My symptoms went away a long time ago. I actually caught the COVID in Australia.
Did you?
Yeah, I
did. You get their version?
I got their version.
The dingo.
The Australian version of COVID, which I...
Was it dingo? It was dingo, wasn't it? That was what it was called. It's Alpha, Bravo, and D was for dingo.
D for dingo.
Yeah, you got dingo. I got A5, BA5.
Did you get BA5?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I got last week.
How do you even know?
No, I didn't. I don't know. I just wanted to scare you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just got the local one.
Yeah, the local one. Because the thing is with the COVID, like, it is, it's different strains for different areas.
That's right.
Because it goes through the community and it picks up little bits of germs from other people and it mutates and turns them into different... Yeah.
Like the Masterton version of COVID's hectic because of the
Yeah.
shit it's mixed with compared to the one from fielding, you know, inland, agricultural wealth.
Yeah, see, these references will be lost on basically every single person that watches
Small New
this
Zealand
or listens
towns.
to this.
First
But yeah,
one,
small New Zealand towns, little
dirty
shitholes.
poo town. Now the one, Fielding's alright.
Yeah.
Fielding's nice.
They're basically
surf.
just like rural versions of Gisborne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gisborne's cool.
Yeah,
You got a
people
big
know
new
Gisborne,
scamper.
it's a surf town.
Yeah.
You kind of get it. But COVID, we got through COVID.
Yeah. Yep.
I got stuck in Australia actually for an extra week.
Oh yeah. So you went to Aussie. You went to these surf comps.
Yeah.
You went to a WSL event.
Yep,
as
went to a WSL event.
Yeah, you were a coach though.
Yeah, I did some coaching.
So you were allowed in there. You had a coach pass. Though.
I got a coach pass. Yeah. Well, the thing was that I went to catch up with Billy
Stearman, New Zealand
Stearman,
surfer,
who was in the event, and then he said he'd be able to get me a pass into the competitors area. And so we went up to the place where you get your passes and your wristbands and shit. And I was just like, well, what? I mean, how's this going to work? How are you going to give me a pass? Like, are we going to say like I'm your coach or something? And he was just like, yeah, sweet. We'll just say I'm your coach. And then that was the worst thing he could have done. Because as soon as he said that I'm his coach, it was all on.
Yeah, your
and
mind
I just ran
went
with that.
Yeah,
I took that and I fucking ran with it.
Well, to be fair, it's true. So that was you as a surf coach. No, not many people get to go to their WSL as a surf coach, bro.
No, but I did it.
I know.
I mean, not in
You didn't do any
real,
coaching.
No, not in an official
No.
capacity. But
that
I mean,
was-
coaches don't do anything anyway. Like, being around all the coaches and seeing what they did, like, all they really did was kind of just, they stand on the beach with their arms folded when they're in the heat. And, I mean, you can't do anything when your athlete's out in the water. But then all they really do is just, preheat. They don't really do anything. They're just like, oh, yeah, there's fucking waves out there. You know what you're doing. You're good at this. You know, it's just kind of they're not really like motivating. They're just reassuring the surfers of their own abilities.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of what I did with just whoever I was talking to.
Does every surfer have a coach? Why doesn't Billy? He normally have one. Doesn't need one.
Well, he's got me.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's
but
got
you're
me.
not. He's on tour now. You're not helping him.
Yeah, and he fucking lost.
Did he? Yeah, he lost.
Yeah.
He lost his coach.
Yeah, well, he lost because I wasn't there, obviously. But, I mean, he lost when I was there as well. So, who's to say that coaches actually work?
Yeah. So what?
Maybe they do.
What are the privileges that the coaches get? What do they, in the behind the scenes WSL stuff went on?
Well, for me personally,
Yeah.
there wasn't a lot. I did get the wristband, which meant that I could go into the athletes area.
Yeah.
And in the athletes area,
Did you? I saw you saw Kelly Slater, eh?
I saw Kelly Slater there.
Is that the first time you've seen him?
Yeah, it was the first time I've met Kelly Slater. So,
You touched him? You touched him?
No, well, I really wanted to bump heads with him, not penis, because I knew that's where your mind went.
Like docking. You want to
no, not docking. So I
You
just
want
wanted
to
to
dock? I'd want to dock with Kelly.
shut the fuck up quickly. I just wanted to just touch heads just lightly with him because he's bald, I'm bald, and it's real fucking lame.
So,
would have been real stupid.
It's like big
I
docking.
didn't do that
Yeah.
because that would have been stupid and real embarrassing for me and for him.
He would have
I
said
just
no.
met him, just had a little yarn, and that was pretty much it. He actually gave me a little bit of shit. When he saw me, and he was just like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing here? This is all right-handers."
Did he?
And I said, "Yeah, real funny, you fuckwit." And he laughed at that. He thought, "No, I didn't say that. That'd be
You're
disrespectful."
funny, you
And I was just
fuckwit.
like, "No, I go right. I go right."
I go right for you,
Yeah,
Kelly.
Yeah. But someone actually asked me that because I put some questions out, see we were doing a podcast, and someone was just like, "Why do you never go right?" And I think the thing is that I do actually go right. I mean, not often, but I think what people
You go
need-
right when you're at the top of the wave.
Okay, no, I think what people need to understand is that I live in Raglan, and if people are unfamiliar with Raglan, like, it's kind of famous for being like a left-hand point break. You know, there's about 5 left-hand point breaks. So the majority of time that I'm surfing one of the 5 left-hand point breaks. There are no right-hand point breaks anywhere near Raglan. So usually I'm just going left. I'm surfing left-handers. And I might get filmed, or someone might take a photo of me maybe once every 3 months or so. And usually at those times, it's on one of the 5 left-hand point breaks. So those are the times that I kind of post shit on social media of me surfing, and it'll be on a left-hander.
Can you do the same moves that you can do on the left hand on the right hand?
Not even fucking close.
Not even close.
Nah, not even close.
Not
Oh
even
God,
really.
no. No, I can't. I mean, I don't surf right that well, but I mean, I'm just trying to explain why people don't see me going right.
Yeah.
It's because I don't
It's
don't
not your
project
fault,
those
actually.
images. I don't project those images.
You haven't had the opportunity to grow your right, you know?
Nah, I mean, I have gone right several times before. I didn't enjoy it. I mean, basically, my motto, or my mindset is, if you're not immediately good at something, give up.
Yeah.
Like, just give up straight away. Because who wants to go through like all the pain and
Agony.
and agony of just learning something new? So, I mean, I started surfing left-handers when I was like 11, and when you're like young, you're like a sponge. Your mind's like a sponge. You take things on board very quickly, and you progress quite fast. But then I didn't surf my first right-hander till I was like, 19. So at that stage, like, everything had slowed right the fuck down for me in terms of learning and soaking things in. So at that stage, I was just like, this is too hard for me. I couldn't figure out how to go right, so I basically just stuck to left-handers.
It's worked out well for you.
It's worked out well.
Because now
I mean,
Kelly knows that you're the king of the left hand.
Yeah, he knows that I ain't going fucking right.
Yeah. And Do you whack off left-handed as well?
No, because I'm right-handed.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm right-handed. But I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who are the same as me. Like, especially if you're a surfer that surfs predominantly one way. Like, a lot of surfers from the Gold Coast only surf right-handers because that's the predominant wave. There's a whole bunch of right-hand points, so there'd be a lot of people that would never go left.
And you're goofy.
And I'm goofy too, which, I mean, yeah, it's just, like, naturally it's just easier to go front side.
Yeah. I like going left, and I'm not from Raglan.
But you're a natural footer.
But
Goofy footer. You're a
yeah.
goofy footer, yeah. But yeah, anyway, just good to clear that up.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't, that's why you don't see imagery of myself going right, is because, well, I just don't really, because I can't.
What are you doing here? This is a right. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
and that's why Kelly said that.
So he didn't know.
He didn't know, and he thought it would be kind of a like funny little dig at me, but like there's some fucking emotional scarring and baggage that comes along with that, because I never got to progress.
Yeah, thanks for bringing it up, Kelly Slater. Eh?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah. So like every time that someone says that, it's actually like it's it's a bit of a hit,
bit of a stab in the guts.
Because I'm I guess my surfing is retarded in that sense.
Yeah.
And I say retarded in the
positive
pure
way.
sense of the word retarded, which is in retardation, which means I've been kept back. I've been held back from surfing right-handers.
You could almost apply for one of those car parks when you get close to the library.
I don't think that applies.
What's wrong with him? He's never had the opportunity to go right.
Yeah, no, I don't mean
the right-hand side of his body wasn't developed for surfing. Doesn't work, eh?
No, that doesn't work. You're using the term retard or retardation in the other way that we're not supposed to use it.
Oh.
I still do use it that way because it's just easier to describe something. People know what you're talking about when you say, hey, that guy's a bit of a retard. You know, when you see someone and their tongue's hanging out of their mouth and shit. And it's just like, see, I probably shouldn't have said that. But you know what I mean, though. I mean, people instantly know what you mean when you say retarded. They do, though.
Yeah.
Not saying it's a good thing, but
no.
People know what you're talking about.
People know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're saying things that are true at times here.
Like, say, if you're really, really drunk, you'd be like, look at this retard.
I don't use it like that.
You don't use it?
No, I haven't used that word.
Oh.
You started using it in this podcast, and
I've said it too often now.
You haven't stopped yet.
Have I overshot the mark here? People are probably not agreeing with me on this one, eh?
I think we just need to.
I've said it quite a few times on this podcast before.
No one's ever pulled us up on it.
They haven't yet.
Some of the words that they don't like, we won't use again.
Yeah.
But no, they haven't stopped us from saying retard.
Oh, okay.
Or sluts.
I don't think we've used sluts before. But maybe we'll just take sluts and retards and just lock them up in a little box by themselves.
Sorry, I've got COVID.
Sorry, I mean the words, not sluts and retards. We can't lock sluts and retards up in a box. I meant the word slut and the word retard, and we'll put them away.
Sounds like a movie I would watch, though.
I'd definitely watch that movie.
Coming out this fall.
Sluts and retards in the box.
Tom Cruise is
a retarded slut.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to move on.
That was topical too, because he made a movie about planes and shit. So
Top Gun.
We can use this to move on and get ourselves out of a hole here.
But this is the beauty of not being sponsored by this on this podcast.
No, yeah.
You know, we've got no sponsors.
There's absolutely no affiliation to anything.
I mean, obviously, the way we carry on,
we're not going to get one.
We're not going to get one. But hey, I mean, that's fucking fun.
What I thought we could do is move forward with that, because it's topical.
Moving on from sluts and retards.
Yep, and surf news.
Surf news.
Do you know of any?
Oh.
So what's happened in the surfing community?
Surf news.
Who's won the latest events and shit? Felipe Toledo.
Oh, Felipe Toledo. There was the whole bloody...
He won one down in South America.
Oh.
Over? Across.
When did he win?
Or across.
No, he won in Brazil.
Oh, Brazil.
He won in Brazil.
South America.
Yeah, so all the Brazilians were all having a fucking little cry and a whinge when Griffin Colapinchos won the El Salvador contest.
Oh, that's up in the middle, Central America, eh?
I don't know where it is, but apparently it's the murder capital of the world. there, and
like to go
Mexico, El Salvador, murder capital of the world. So when I heard they were having an event there, I was just thinking, hey, isn't that the murder capital of the world? You know, when you think of El Salvador, you think instantly murder capital of the world. And I could be wrong. The stats may have changed. There may be another country or city or whatever. Is it a country? Yeah, it's a country.
It's a country.
Maybe another country that has overtaken El Salvador as the murder capital of the world. But that's what I thought, murder capital of the world.
Yep.
And I tell you what.
Let's take the WSL meeting, eh? All right, let's plan the trip this year. We'll go to the murder capital
of the world.
Yeah,
let's go to El Salvador.
Yep.
And
risk it all.
They say it's the South American Jeffreys Bay.
J Bay of South America. Okay.
And I don't think it was. Geordie Smith definitely didn't think it was.
Nicaragua?
He was opposed to that.
Did they go there? Was that a different
Nicaragua? Do you know I only figured out how to pronounce Nicaragua about 6 years ago.
Oh yeah,
I couldn't do it. I could not fucking say Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
I would say Nicaragua or No, shit. No. I'd say Nicaragua.
Yeah.
I would call it Nicaragua. I called it Nicaragua until about 6 years ago when I figured out it was Nicaragua.
Is that like,
and now I'm good at saying Nicaragua.
Is that because you were reading it? Kind of like when you see Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Yeah, Chihuahua. Yeah, it could have been. I could have been reading it wrong. I needed someone to say, hey, this is how you pronounce Nicaragua. You know, say Nicaragua. And I can say Nicaragua now. But I used to say Nicaragua. Nicaragua. Because that's, you look at it and it says Nicaragua. Yeah. But anyway, they didn't have a contest there. They had one in El Salvador, the fucking murder capital of the world. And it was uneventful as shit, apart from all the Brazilians getting pissed off because Griffin Colapinto won, deservedly, over Felipe Toledo.
Did they kill him?
Well, no one killed him.
Okay.
No, no, it was just all the bloody fair weather fans, and all the Brazilian fans who actually are not really surfers. They're just more fans of Brazilian athletes.
Yeah. That's fine, though. That's nothing wrong with supporting your country like that.
Oh, I'm all for it. If you understand competitive surfing and the sport, so you have a leg to stand on when you try and, you know, bring up a discussion about overscoring someone.
You don't have to have a leg, or you can have disabilities and listen to this podcast as well. I'd just like to put that out there, because we've mentioned it a couple of times, and you talked about people standing with
literal, you dipshit.
One leg. What?
It's not fucking literal. It's a saying.
Well,
have a leg to stand on.
Well, it's still nice what I was trying to do.
Okay, regardless, the Brazilian fan base was not very happy about the result, and they made it very well known about their distaste and dislike for the World Surf League and the judges. I found it fucking entertaining. It was quite interesting to watch, but I'd imagine if you're on the receiving end of some of that keyboard wrath, it wouldn't be that fun. But I mean, that's why you've always got the power off button on your telephone. Just to switch that thing off if things get too heated.
And who knows, by the end of this podcast you might be seeing some keyboard wrath, so you can let us know how that goes next time.
Mate, let's be honest, no one listens to this steaming pile of shit. But yeah, I mean, that was surf news. But hey, look, we're recapping shit that happened a little while ago. That's because we haven't been doing this podcast frequently. But that happened, and then
so this was surf news. Yeah, okay.
Most recently, the best surf news that I got was last night. I got some internet beef. It was fucking awesome. I got some internet beef on one of my posts with I'm not going to say who it was. Let's just say it was a former World Surfing League Big Wave World Champion who also had a documentary made about him when he snapped his leg in Morocco.
You haven't left much room for anyone else.
Well, no, there's not much room for anyone else. And he chimed in after some bloke posted a comment about calling him out for what did he say? It was something about, like, the post was that one that I did with the bloke dropping in on the grommet at Kandui Resort, and I said that what was it?
If you pay all this money,
if you pay a whole bunch of money, you're entitled to get the waves because it is your holiday and no one else's. Yeah. And someone chimed in on that and just said it was something about this surfer treating the ocean like his office, and we should all just get the fuck out of the way, which I thought was kind of funny. I thought it was kind of good. It was definitely a stab at the dude. It was a dig for sure. But then he came and chimed in, and they had a little bit of a beef, and I was stoked because I was just like, yes, I get some fucking internet beef on my page.
Oh, so it's not even your beef.
No, it's not my beef.
Oh,
no.
I thought you were going to end up in dispute with someone.
No, it wasn't
a
my
pro
beef.
surfer
But I was just
and a random
I
arguing over
was
your
just-
post.
I felt privileged to be the conduit
Yeah.
of this internet beef.
Yeah, you're like
You
the
know,
man standing.
I brought them two together.
Yeah.
I created this.
You're the piggy in the middle.
I created this beef, and now this
Fight.
this pro big wave surfer, I think he wants to scrap this other bloke.
Mm.
And
Hope
that's
they
what you
don't,
get.
though. I
That's,
hate
that's what
violence.
happens. That's when keyboard warriorness or keyboard battles, when it becomes real life. You know, and I mean, it hasn't become real life yet, and it probably won't. It's probably all words, but just imagine that. Imagine that if I was the catalyst for some kind of beef between these two guys.
Yeah, no, I don't have to because you are. It's real, and just want to watch it unfold now. I'm gonna have to go and have a look at that video in the
Yeah.
post and the comments and just see how nice this beef is.
It's
How
not.
Tender.
I mean, it's
Maybe
not. It's,
tender's the right word.
it's not the best beef around, but
Okay, so it's shit beef.
well, no. I mean, it's beef. Regardless, it's beef, and I feel like I brought this beef together. And in a way, I'm kind of stoked on that because it's creating I'm creating a conversation.
Okay, so
I'm creating a conversation.
Okay.
And people can take it however they want. They can take positives out of it. They can take negatives out of it. They can battle each other, whatever. But I've created a space for these people to have this conversation, and they're having it.
You probably need to explain that video a little bit because you've actually the feedback on it. People aren't always getting your joke.
I don't think a lot of people got it. And that's the thing with the internet. People can see something and not understand where it's coming from or the context behind it.
You made a video. There was a young boy, looked local because he's in boardies. He was deeper in the tube than any
No
other
neoprene,
bastard.
zero
no
neoprene.
Zero neoprene.
100% sex appeal.
Yeah, he dropped on this
14.
big left-hander, and he was having a crack at it and doing really well. And then this other man, in heaps of neoprene.
He was full neoprene.
He was full tip to toe.
But so you can see the difference.
Yeah.
He surfed terrible.
Yeah.
And he was full of neoprene, zero sex appeal.
But he drops in on this 14-year-old boy, fully clothed, and steals the wave off him. You put your face over top of the man in the neoprene, pretended it was you, and said things like, "Get out of the fucking way, you bastard. This is my fucking wave. I've come here from..."
I took 2 weeks off work and paid $3,000 to be here.
Yeah, get off my fucking wave. Yeah, and you were making the joke. I guess, and people have seen that and they've thought, hey, you can't do that.
You can't
That's
do
not
that.
funny.
People said, hey, you can't just expect to get a wave if you've paid money to be somewhere. And the thing which, I hate to explain things like this. You know, it just really sucks. Like, I never want to explain anything like this because you either get it or you don't fucking get it. But I'm not here to explain it to people. But the whole idea is the ridiculousness and people thinking that because they have paid X amount of dollars to be somewhere, that they have more rights over other people to surf the waves. And when I said it's your holiday, no one else's, it's because, I mean, anyone who's travelled somewhere has seen these people. It's sarcasm. A lot of people don't have sarcasm or that sarcasm bone, which means they can't really understand it. But what I was going to say is a lot of people have travelled around the world or seen people who have turned up to their local places from their local breaks from overseas or wherever it is, and they come with this sense of entitlement that they can get whatever wave they want because it's their holiday. You know, this is what they've been planning for months. This is their dream location, their dream holiday, and hey, I'm here now. This is mine. Everyone get the fuck out of the way. And as surfers, I think a lot of us have that sense of entitlement because surfers are selfish as fuck. Like, it's a pretty selfish sport, and you see it really come out in some of those people who travel abroad.
Yeah.
And just feel that sense of entitlement when they go to these spots.
Who's the worst? The Australians? The Brazilians?
Aussies are pretty
the
bad.
The Americans?
I think
Kiwis?
Everyone's pretty bad.
Everyone's
pretty bad.
The South Africans are pretty nice.
I'm just going to say you can't just lump everyone from a specific nation into the same boat.
The women are pretty good. It's mostly
but it's
the
Brazilians.
men.
It's Brazilians.
It's Brazilian.
It is Brazilians.
Brazilian men.
Brazilian men.
Yeah.
And women.
And women?
Yeah, I like the thing is like I don't like to discriminate you know, at all.
Yeah.
I'm not going to like single out any kind of
Gender
or
race.
you know or nationality or anything, but it's Brazilian men.
Yeah.
And women is
Yeah.
what I meant to say. So it's Brazilian men and women. They are the worst, for sure. And Australians. I think Australians are pretty bad. Italians.
Australians are funny.
terrible. Anyone from South America. Most Germans. Germans are terrible.
Germans.
Have you ever seen a German?
Yeah, I've seen a few Germans.
Yeah, out the surf, they're fucked.
Haven't met many German men.
As well as anyone from the South Island of New Zealand.
Yeah.
Actually, they're not
God.
pretty bad. North Island of New Zealand, they're fucked.
Anything below Taupo
Most
is
other
fucked.
people.
Anything below Taupo in New Zealand, that like middle of the North Island to Wellington, creatures live in there.
Yeah,
That's
and above Auckland.
Above Auckland.
Oh, sorry, no, below Auckland, north.
Below Auckland North.
Yeah, anyone from there. Like, if you see them overseas, like, they are going to be pieces of shit out in the water.
Aussies are funny because like
But also Brazilian men and women.
you meet them in like England or somewhere that lovely, primo.
Who's this, sorry?
Aussies.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Meet them in Japan. Amazing. Great to catch up. Meet them in Bali. They're right pricks.
Did you just say this to just, like, kind of flaunt how well-travelled you are?
No, I've never been to any of those places. But that's how I
Is it
imagine.
speculation?
Speculation, yeah.
Oh, look, we don't do this podcast on speculation.
Oh.
We can't take any of this like, information of speculation.
I've never been to Japan.
Yeah. But I would imagine they would be like that in Japan.
Yeah, I've been to Bali and the
Probably quite
cunts
nice.
there. So
Oh,
I
they're
thought
fucking... yeah.
I thought
terrible.
maybe that you know that they weren't that all the way because when I've met them here they've been great.
Yeah. No, here they're all right.
Oh, we met that Mackenzie guy. He was Australian.
He's Kiwi.
Oh,
Yeah. He just sounds like an Australian.
why the fuck
Because,
would he do
because
that?
a lot of Kiwis go over there, and this is what I found just in the few weeks that I was there, is that when you're over in Australia, you get a lot of grief from the Aussies, and I think a lot of Kiwis who have been over there have found that grief to be overwhelming, so that they've changed their accent ever so slightly to sound more Australian. Because what I found over there is that I mean, you'd think it would have died off a long time ago, but it's been played out. But the whole sheep fucking jokes. Or, I mean, you can't really call them jokes because when you say joke, it's supposed to imply that it's funny.
They're accusations.
Accusations. So Australians, they're still harping on about the whole sexual relations with sheep.
It's because it's hard to shake a sandy stick, you know.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's just they lack the creativity and the thought.
But the truth as well is, you know, when there's a small amount of truth to something, it's really hard to shake it. Like you're well known for what? Left-handers. But you say, I do
surfing
go
left.
right.
Yeah,
You're
I do
well
go
known
right.
for primo long, exceptional barrels.
Yeah.
Big, open, front side, spinning ears.
Yeah. But
know.
no one looks at that.
But no, yeah,
Yeah,
but there's lots of other stuff to you. But that's all they know about you. It's similar to New Zealand. One
So you're saying
guy,
that's-
two or
yeah,
three
yeah,
guys,
yeah.
fuck those sheep.
But I mean, if you look back, there is no actual evidence that any of those kind of like fornication of any sort of animal, none of that happened.
Have you seen some of the sheep down the South Island? They're fucking walking around like that animal on Tumnus on Narnia. It's obvious.
Okay. So some crossbreeding.
Yeah,
some
it's
cross-pollination
obviously
going
there's been
on.
a human through the uterus of a ewe somewhere. Because this one's turned out with half a fucking human horse sheep thing.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen. I just think they're covered in wool. There's
Canterbury.
very woolly ones.
Go to Canterbury, go in the deep meadows of Canterbury, and you'll find fucking a community of Tumnuses.
So you're saying that people have had sexual relations with sheep?
In New Zealand, yeah, absolutely. I believe 100% wholeheartedly that at some point New Zealand doesn't fuck sheep. And that's why the rumours around.
But no, the thing is though, like
we've got like 50 million sheep.
But the thing is though, yeah, we've got a lot of sheep. Australia has more sheep.
Yeah, but they haven't fucked them.
Yeah, but you don't know that they haven't fucked them. How can you say that Australians have not fucked sheep as well?
I'm not going to say the Australians haven't fucked sheep because I reckon they've fucked sheep too.
Of course
But
they fuck sheep.
we fuck sheep first.
I guarantee you, any country around the whole world, I guarantee you someone has fucked a sheep in that country.
I don't know.
We are the ones, us and the Welsh are the only ones who get shit for fucking sheep.
Yeah, well, the Welsh.
But what I was trying to say was that Australians, they still harp on about this whole sheep fucking thing.
They need to get over
They
it.
lack the creativity. It's because, you know, their old man used to say the sheep fucking jokes about Kiwis, and so they heard it from their old man, and their old man heard it from his old man, and his old man heard it from his old man, and then, you know, so on and so forth, and his fucking great granddad heard it from his cellmate in prison because, you know, they're all, you know, a country of convicts, Australians. And I think that's probably where it stems from. But I don't know. That's what I found over there. I met this dude in Aussie, and he just, down on the contest side, he's a good dude. But every day he'd come at me with these fucking knee-slapping zingers about fucking sheep. And he thought he was hilarious. I mean, I entertained. I was like, oh, that's a good one. That's good. His name was Moose. I was like, that's a good one, Moose. I didn't ask him how he got the name Moose.
Yeah.
We know that there is the sexual maneuver called the Moose. But is that the one with the moose when you finger in and then
you hold the
head
antlers,
against the wall
and you sit on
and
the
antlers? Yeah. I didn't ask him about how he got his name, but he loved the sheep fucking jokes, and he just harped on and on about that. But yeah, they're pretty played out. But I had a couple of people actually ask me, and it's because I got some questions.
So we're going into user questions now.
Oh, fuck it, let's rip into it.
Okay.
Someone said, is it really true? No, sorry. How long since you last had sex with a sheep? So still getting these ones.
What's the answer?
Well, I never have. It's no, sorry, I meant funny. Is it true rural folks in New Zealand would have sinful relationships with sheep during the 20th century?
Is that
the
the
answer to that, it's a fucking that's funny. It's a classic one. And then some other guy sent me some photo of, I can't remember what it was. It was someone turning up to the airport with a sign that said, I can't remember what it was because it was so fucking stupid and lame. It was something about having sex with sheep. But it's just the same shit. Is
there any other questions there that we want to answer?
Probably not. I was just so focused on the sheep fucking things. But
okay.
And I probably sound really defensive. And when someone's so defensive about something, you think they're definitely guilty, and he's probably fucked a sheep. But it's not that I've fucked a sheep or not. You know, that's irrelevant. We won't go into that at all. All right. So just gloss over that. It's not about me and whether or not I've fucked a sheep. It's just how tiring it is, because it's boring. I want to see people. I want to see the creativity in people. I want to see us move on from the whole sheep fucking thing. You know, whether or not I fucked a sheep, it doesn't matter. And just move on and just get more creative with our Trans-Tasman rivalry. Because at the moment, Australia, all they've got is the sheep fucking thing. Like, that's all they have on us.
You know what I like to do to take the piss out of Australians when I go to their place?
What's that?
A koala dump. That's where you hug the tank like it's a gum tree. So you're sitting backwards on the toilet, and then you manage to put a big poo on the front shelf.
Shit on the front, yes.
Shit on the front shelf, and then everyone looks at you and goes, how the fuck did you get there?
Koala dump.
Koala dump.
Okay.
Hug the tank like a gum tree.
So, I mean, what kind of toilets do you do? You don't do it in a hotel room that you're going to be staying in for a week or two?
No, as a visitor. So I do it as a visitor
at someone's house?
At Australians' houses.
Okay, at Australians' houses. So someone who's invited you into their home.
Yep.
And maybe made you a meal, invited you over for some beers.
Yeah, it's my little gag that I do because they're Australian.
Oh, okay. That honestly just sounds like a real shit thing to do to someone.
Okay, what would you like to see happen?
I mean, I prefer being the bigger man, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no one takes piss out of anyone now.
Well, no, definitely take the piss out of it.
Oh,
but,
just do nice things. Don't poo.
Actually, no, you're right. It'd just be nice to each other.
It will be nice.
You know, we are ANZACs, Australian New Zealand Army Corps. You know, that's that acronym.
It's a bit like stink having corpse in there, eh? Like all the dead people.
No. I think it's corporation. It was like a business deal.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a business deal.
I thought it was just celebrating all the dead people.
No, it's not.
Why do we do that every year with the Anzacs?
Well, it's something to do with war. I honestly don't even know.
Fucking confusing fast.
I'm not a very good Anzac, to be honest.
Okay, so we've worked out you've been to Aussie. You've explained your video. Did you know that New Zealand got its first case of monkeypox?
No, I don't care.
Well, it's just moves around a lot between the gay and bisexual men, and I don't want anyone in this room to get it.
you're fucking so punishing with that shit.
And it's true, man.
You're always trying to take shit sexual.
That's not sexual.
You blatantly just tried to bring up something sexual because you already knew. You'd already talked to me before we did this podcast about monkeypox and how it spreads sexually.
Yeah.
You knew, and you wrote that down. You said,
I didn't write it down.
It says there, it says, I'm going to say something sexual about monkeypox.
Fuck. I wrote that in Māori. I didn't realise you could read Māori.
I can read a lot of languages.
Te reo.
I just read monkeypox and I thought, well, he's going to write.
Yeah, there's no Māori
sexual.
word for that. I did have to write that. Yeah, true.
No, what we should talk about is
the next surfing event.
Yeah. That's right.
King of the Backdoor.
Yeah, King of the Backdoor. And I've been in the Backdoor before, and I'll go in the Backdoor again. I actually paid for the Backdoor last night. Cost me $80.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was.
How?
What do you mean? I just paid for it.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just an online transaction.
And okay.
Yeah.
And you paid.
Yeah, I paid for the Backdoor.
And you're going in the Backdoor.
I'm going in the Backdoor.
And you paid for it
2 weeks.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks. So I'm just getting prepared at the moment to get in the Backdoor in 2 weeks' time. I'm trying to slim down.
Yep. You want to lose weight for the event?
I want to lose weight. So I think I'm sitting about 105 at the moment.
Yeah.
And I just want to get that optimum weight. I just want to be that optimum size for the Backdoor.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you got to, to go on the Backdoor, you got to be the right.
You got to be able to handle anything. And
You've got to be the right size.
Yeah.
Like at the moment, I'm too big to go in the Backdoor.
Yeah, okay.
But I think in 2 weeks' time, when I trim down,
Yep.
I'll be optimum sized.
Shape up, clean things up.
To get in the Backdoor.
Have a
I
good.
mean, I'm regardless. I'm gonna be in the Backdoor.
Yeah, you're
but-
fucking going in it. Yeah.
But yeah, in 2 weeks' time, because
So
I'll
you-
stop drinking. That's my goal. I'm
Oh.
just trying to cut a whole bunch of calories from not drinking for 3 weeks.
Yep.
So that I can get in the Backdoor in 2 weeks' time.
So this event that you're going to enter
Yeah.
is the King of the Backdoor
King of the Backdoor.
in
Yeah.
Raglan. It's a surfing competition.
Yeah, surfing event.
The name confuses people sometimes.
It is confusing. It's
But,
by Backdoor Surf Shop.
Backdoor
the
Surf
shop's called
Shop.
Backdoor Surf Shop. Yeah.
They own it. And King of the
Yeah.
Backdoor.
Presented by Quicksilver, I believe. Yeah,
okay.
Surfing New Zealand event.
The Raglan Pro.
And I've won it twice.
You've won it
Yeah,
twice?
yeah, I've won it twice. I actually won it back-to-back years. So I won Backdoor 2 years in a row.
When was the last year you won Backdoor?
19?
19. Okay, so
2019.
2019,
Yeah,
not when
yeah,
you
yeah.
were 19.
Yeah,
Okay.
2019. And then so I won it 2018, 2019. And then 2020, I went in the Backdoor.
Was that the blind judges?
Nah, I had gout.
Oh, yeah.
I got struck with gout.
So it slows you down when you're
yeah,
in the back door.
it was hard. When you're dealing with inflammation, severe inflammation, and you're in the back door. Inflammation can sometimes be good, but in this case, it was not good.
Yeah.
So that really slowed me down.
You might want to be
and I
quick
lost.
then with a victory because it's already 2022. You're getting on. It's not going to be that long that you're going to be able to stay strong in the back door for a whole weekend.
Nah, well, I think I've still got the stamina to last in the back door.
All weekend.
Yeah, I reckon I can keep going in the back door for I don't know how long, but yeah. It's because I do have a lot of stamina. So
You are good
I
at
can
it.
last and I can keep going in the back door, I reckon.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, King of the Back Door. 2 weeks time. If anyone wants to go to that and watch you in the back door,
Yeah,
then
if they want to come and watch,
Yep.
sit up on the hill, be a bit of a voyeur.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll be in the back door in 2 weeks' time.
I'm going to come to that
I've got a bit of a game plan for it.
while I'm sitting there.
Is to win.
Yep.
I want to win.
Yep.
Actually, I don't. I mean, I want to win, but my main thing, and I've talked about it before, going and competing in events, is that I want other people to lose.
Yeah.
Because I just don't. There's so many people that I look at, and I just don't believe that they deserve to win.
Yeah.
So I'm just there to halt their victory, to stop them from being victorious. Because I think that's what inspires me more competing, is just watching other people lose.
Well, that's quite funny when you think about winners. All they're really doing is creating losers.
They are creating losers. Yeah. And
Winners.
we've talked about this before, is that everyone's a loser. There's no one who's winning more. Their ratio of winning is not going to be more than losing. You know, so everyone's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
And that's all that winners are doing. They're just creating losers. Like, and that's how I thought every time that I've won the Backdoor, when I've entered the Backdoor, is that I'm creating a whole bunch of losers. Like, I don't know how many people are in it, 90 odd people or whatever it is, but like, they all fucking lost.
Yeah, 89
you know?
losers.
It's less about me winning. Like, winning's great, but it's just watching people, you know, watching people fail, which is fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not all the time, like, but
there's
just
something about it. For sure.
in a surfing contest, because I mean, let's face it, surfing contests are pretty fucking meaningless. But there are a lot of people that put like a surfing event, they as a high priority in their life. And that's the thing, because I used to like put surfing events like quite a high priority. Like, they were, you know, they were some big goals. They were important. But in the whole big scheme of life, they're fucking not.
No.
You know, they're not.
They don't
So
matter.
that's why I enjoy beating these people who they're trying to achieve something in these events.
Yeah.
It maybe seem
I'm quite
it
excited
may
to
seem
watch
like an
you.
absolute fuckwit thing to do, but holy shit, it's fun. You
I'm quite
don't realise how fun it is until you can watch people lose, knowing that they really wanted to win.
I'm quite excited to watch you surf in a comp like that. What kind of training are you going to do other than slimming down?
I'm
trying
just
to get your
slimming down,
size
that's
right.
it. I got some good boards, some good gourds.
Are
I
you
got
gonna-
some good boards off Stacey. Shout out to Stacey Surfboards. So I'm feeling pretty confident, and I reckon I'll shed another 5 kgs in the next 2 weeks. So
What's the comp like? Is it like 20-minute little stints? You don't have to have heaps of paddle energy. You just need to get out. It's Raglan. It's easy.
Yeah,
Jump off the
yeah,
rocks.
You only need 2 waves, like 20 minutes, 2 waves. I'm going to be selective. I'm not going to rush. I'm
No.
just going to get my 2 waves. Just do my thing.
Only
and fucking
get
win.
2. Be that confident where you're like, they'll be high.
Yeah, that's all you need.
These are
You only
8s.
need 2.
These are 8s. I'll give you them.
Yeah, you only need
These are
pocket
9.
8s. Easy.
Pocket
Fucking
8s.
easy.
Mm.
Yeah, because I don't have the stamina. I
No.
mean, I'm 39 now,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep.
Yeah,
Totally.
I mean, like I said
Good.
before, I still do have the stamina to last in the back door, but, you know, I got to be more
You also
selective
know,
with it.
yeah, you know how to hit it now.
I can't be frivolous with my wave selection.
No. I'm looking forward to that. So it's a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, a couple of weeks' time.
Okay.
Um,
Anything else? We've gone right over our list here of things we're going to maybe talk about. Cross them
I
all
mean,
off.
there's so much happened since the last podcast that we could be talking about, but I mean, I guess it's just good to like just get this one in the bag, like having not done one for so long, you know. But
I didn't have anything to bring.
you don't really have anything.
No, I haven't been surfing. I had a baby. That was a fucking punish. I got COVID. That was
that's why I've
hard
never had
work.
a baby. I had COVID though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I had them at the same time.
baby and COVID.
Yeah, well, the
Yeah.
baby's like a number of weeks, but the COVID it got all of us.
Yeah, what's worse though? Like, what's more painful, like COVID or raising a child?
Well, COVID, raising a
Yeah,
child,
yeah,
raising a
because
child.
COVID's not that bad.
It only lasts
is
a
it?
couple of days.
Yeah.
It got me pretty good. Gave me the hard out shits.
Did it? You got the shits?
Yeah.
Oh.
It made me vomit, and I was all blocked up, and I got a bad cough, and that was for
Blocked up, like congested hair
Face.
or bowel?
Nah, it gave me the shits, but
You
blocked
got
my
the
face.
shits. I was going to say you got the shits and then you got, like,
Nah,
you went
nah,
up
blocked
and then
up,
down.
like,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then that was it.
Oh, well.
Now it's over. And in New Zealand, you're allowed out after 7 days, and today's day 8, so that's why you knew when you came around here, obviously, the risk of getting heavily infected with something.
Yeah, but I knew, but then I figured I'd already had it before. Yeah, so that I wasn't too phased. So that's the thing, that when you get COVID, like after you've had COVID, you feel not invincible, but like it's kind of like a weight is lifted off your shoulders, where you're just like, oh shit, I don't have to worry about this shit for whatever it is, 2-3 months, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know.
But that's all like just fucking hearsay now.
Oh,
anyway.
it's all speculation. Who fucking knows what's going on? But
It'll be just a good result if you do leave from this house and the only thing you do take is COVID. That's probably quite a good thing. Because there's lots of other.
I guess you were saying that before, that you quite festery. It's like a bit of a petri dish of bacteria.
Yeah,
Your
there's a lot of
house.
genital warts and other such.
Well,
things.
you've got 2 small children and obviously yourself.
And this guy, he's
um,
full of fucking rabies. Old wolf.
Oh,
There's a dog there on your lap.
Sitting. Well, it's got almost goodies in between us. Are you coming to Bali? You're not coming to Bali.
I can't go to
you
Bali.
got 2 children.
I'm going
Yeah.
next year though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I signed it off with the missus.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna go hang out with the Australians.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I'm a little bit worried about. You know, because I've got this idea in my head about going to Bali.
You're gonna move there soon?
Nah, well, I'm gonna go over end of next month.
Oh wow.
And I'm going to go for I told my girlfriend 6 weeks. Well, she's coming over for a month, but I told her that I might only go for 6 weeks. But I might go for 7 weeks. But who knows?
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. But I've just got this, I've got this idea in my head about Bali. I haven't been there for 10 years.
So you're going to spend 2-3 weeks without your missus in Bali?
Yeah, no, I probably won't be in Bali. I'll go to some other islands and go and get
surfing.
tubed.
So it's a surf trip, and then she comes over, and then you got to be all romantic on the beach?
No, it's first we're both going over, and then I'm staying on, and I'm going to go to some other islands and go and get barreled. But I've just got this idea of what it's going to be like, and
that's going to be cool.
It'll be cool, but I know it's changed so much since I've been there last. And
global warming, the reefs will be gone, tide will be higher, waves will be fucked.
I'm not talking about that at all. I'm just talking about just the people and stuff. Because the thing I've always loved about going to Bali and going to Indonesia is just
cheap beer.
No, you're not letting me fucking talk.
I'm just trying to play.
Yeah, well, no, beer. Except they've only really got two kind of beers, but apparently they got douchey craft beers and all that sort of shit. But it's just going for kind of the culture of the place, the local cuisine, just the smells, the sights, just everything about it, the actual. The
smells,
the old Bali, old Indonesia.
Temples.
But now, from what I see, it's just a whole bunch of fucking these digital nomads and shit. It's all these people going there on their laptops trying to, do their work.
I know 2 digital nomads over there.
You do, yeah?
Yep.
I know a couple of digital nomads over there. Well, I'm sure it's all good, but
to be fair, you're going to become a digital nomad.
I know, and that's what I fucking hate. Is that I'm going to go over there, I'm going to turn into one of these people.
Yeah.
That's what scares me, I think.
Just do it a little bit better, man.
I can't do it better. You are what you are.
Pick up some rubbish and shit, just fucking add to the.
Pick up some rubbish.
Do some good while you're there. Not
but
just
there's people who do that just so people see them picking up rubbish, so they can fucking,
whack off to it.
Yeah, just whack off about themselves picking up rubbish in this place that.
Is that a thing?
What? Masturbating over rubbish picking up? Yeah, I'm sure it is.
You find that on Tube Galore?
Yeah, I mean, some people like feet pics. Some people like
trash.
Some people
ticks.
like someone picking up rubbish on a beach in a third world country.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's going to be fun. But I haven't been there in 10 years, and I've heard it's changed a lot. But I'm very keen to go and just eat some nice local food. Really.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty exciting, I guess. I'm not gonna treat it like it's my holiday, Or maybe I do. Maybe I just go over there with that attitude, rip shit and bust. Hey, look, this is my holiday.
Not to the locals. Rip shit and bust on everyone else, but let the locals, let them have what they own.
There we go. That is one of the best things that you've said in this podcast the entire time we've been doing it. Not just today, but the entirety
of all 15 podcasts.
I think can you just reiterate what you said?
Be an arsehole to people that are travelling like you are, but just treat the locals with some respect.
Yeah. And I think we can finish on that because...
you love finishing.
You've summed it up very well. I feel like you've summed up this entire podcast.
I'm glad that we got...
Be a fuckwit to everyone who is like you, but be a good cunt to the locals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good that we learnt something this podcast. We achieved something. We pulled a little gem out of our ass.
Yep.
And handed it over to the powers.
Yep. So take that with you. If you made it this far through the podcast, congratulations.
What the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing? But also, that's a little nugget of gold that we just dropped on your lap. Well, Luke did. So thank you for that, Luke. And thank you for listening. Namaste.
The end.
The end. Full stop.